if I were to stress you out, Nick?
I'd fart. Like my career, this bread is toast. This thing's gonna turn itself.
Oh.
I've never had a sandwich like this.
I'm Nick Benninger. Welcome to Farm to Fork. Farm to Fork is made possible with the generous support of Explore Waterloo Region. For a comprehensive guide on where to eat and what to see and do in the area, visit explorewaterloo.ca. Today, I'm in Wallenstein, Ontario, visiting 3 Gen Organics. This pig farm is run by the Israel family. Brett in his 20s, Jamie in his 50s, and Carl in his 80s. They made the move to organic in 2015, but the transition was anything but easy.
The organic pigs hasn't always been smooth sailing either.
No.
Went into it with a 5-year contract with the processor with the guaranteed price. We managed to ship in there, I think, 2 weeks, and then they come along with a price reduction of 35%.
So we decided to go independent and we left. It was tough. Our hogs were growing organic, fed organic, marketed conventionally. So we were taking a substantial loss on every animal. We were up against the ropes. And it was a family discussion at the kitchen table, I can remember vividly. We put our heads together and said, listen, we got 3 generations here. Someone's gonna love our product. And it may start out with 1 or 2 customers, it may start out with 10, but over time we'll grow it. And that's where 3 Gen was born.
You must be Jamie.
Nick, welcome to 3 Gen Organics.
Thank you. What a beautiful spot you guys have here.
Thank you. We're very proud of what we've built here. We're certified organic hog operation, and we're very blessed.
Yeah. How many animals do you have here?
So we run 180 sows farrow to finish. So that means we do everything from the breeding, from baby pigs right up to the market size, and we'll only feed our animals what we grow. So their rates of gain, their feed conversion, their overall health, it's unbelievable the difference in the animal that you see today.
That's amazing. Just right away, you can sense that this is a pretty happy farm for the animals.
And we can say it so honestly because we were conventional. Over 2 times the square footage per animal, all loose housing, straw bedding, organic diet, and our animals experience the outdoor access.
Yeah.
And they absolutely love it.
Yeah, you can tell. This looks like me at the cottage, just lying on the dock. So what are you up to in here right now?
Well, why don't you come on in? Right now, it's just the basic outdoor checks and give them some hay.
Right on, let's get to it.
Yeah, come on in. All right, let's grab some feed here, Nick. So just take it, sprinkle it out across the concrete.
Okay.
Well, we really learned they want to eat in groups. They don't want to be individual eaters. The other thing that we've added into our diet is our hay. So, and it's very simple. Put it out and they'll go to it, right? So we cut our strings off, right? Just let them go. And if we just walk away from them for a little bit, they'll just start rooting away at it. Just adds another fiber in their diet, which goes through the animal, creates excellent manure, which is great for the soil.
Well, Jamie, I've seen the pigs happily eating here. I'm off to see Brett in the field next and see where it all comes from.
Perfect.
Thanks so much for the education. This has been amazing.
The amount of knowledge you're gonna get from Brett.
Awesome.
Okay, listen, absolute pleasure.
Awesome.
Okay, take care, enjoy the rest of your day.
Thanks, you too.
You bet.
Hey, you must be Brett.
Nick, good to see you.
Yeah, you as well. I was just feeding pigs with your dad. This must be where it all comes from.
This is where it comes from, man. I mean, it's pretty cool to be able to have the pigs just steps away from the field. So it's a field to fork concept even for them.
Yeah, that's amazing. So your dad was telling me too that the pigs contribute back to it too. So their affluent comes out here into the field.
Yeah, so this corn is quite literally fueled by the pig's manure. And so we keep the poop in the loop, if you will.
I imagine this wasn't a cornfield last year. So talk to me about that soil health then.
As an organic farm, we don't have the tools of conventional herbicides, insecticides, fungicides to use. So we have to practice preventative medicine, if you will. Keeping diverse rotation is really important on our farm.
Like, have you been this passionate about soil, crop rotation, farming? I mean, has this come out of nowhere, or is this something that's been in your DNA from day one?
I always loved agriculture. I think my first words were tractor and cultivator and something agricultural related. So it's always been a passion.
So, you know, Brett, you talk about crop rotation. Can you take me to one of the other fields?
For sure. Come this way.
Amazing. I'm pretty impressed that one of your first words was 4 syllables.
We're here, Nick, in our multi-species cover crop field. I really wanted to take you here to show you how important biodiversity is to us. So you can see a variety of different types of plants growing here. We've got butterflies flying around over there, different types of insects. This mixed cover crop adds biodiversity back to the system.
So what are we looking at here?
Clover, brassica, and radish.
And the animals eat this too.
For sure, yeah. So all the top growth here you see is going to go back to make great quality pig feed. And then the roots are going to break down, and that's what's going to help to build better soil, which is going to grow a great corn crop next year.
Cool. And then how will you go about harvesting these greens?
Yep, so we'll come through here with a mower conditioner that's going to cut off the top growth. We'll then come through with a baler, and we're going to have some good quality green feed to get us through to next spring.
That's awesome. And the other crops, those are harvested through combines.
Exactly. So those are harvested through the combine harvester, and I'm pretty sure you're going to have a chance to get to ride in one a little bit and put you to work a little bit.
I heard a rumor that your granddad Carl's going to take me out.
Well, he wants to get you to work, Nick, so.
I'm looking forward to it.
All right, we'll talk to you later then.
Right on. Thanks
Sounds
a lot.
good.
Cheers.
See you later.
Hey, Carl.
Hey, Nick.
How are you?
Oh, good. Yourself?
Good. Great to meet you. I understand you're going to put me to work with this bad boy.
We are going to try.
Well, let's get to it.
Okay, we're set to go.
Right on. Lead the way. Wow, this thing's really cool. So at this point, you're literally doing nothing. Speed.
It's just speed. That's just speed forward. Yeah.
This stuff that gets left behind.
That's straw. The coarse straw, it'll push it right out the back. And the chaff and grains, it falls through the sieves, and then the grain ends up in the tank right back here.
Oh, wow. Cool. And is all this information also going somewhere? Like when you get home, you could go in your office computer and it's all there?
Brett, he follows it right on the phone. He can tell if I stop for a snooze.
Yeah.
I think we got a section here.
Oh, then I can sit and pretend to drive.
So just don't touch the steering wheel.
Okay. Touch anything.
Yeah.
This thing's gonna turn itself up here?
Oh, no.
So we need to switch spots.
You'll do all right. I'll coach you through it.
All right.
Okay, now you just pull back on the speed there a little bit as you come to there. Hit one. Now you can make your turn.
Just turn?
Yeah. Use the spinner. Use the spinner.
I got crank it? Oh, all the way there.
Start pulling back. You got to go in reverse. Now start putting your head down. Hit two. Hit two. There you go. Got enough in the bin that the glass is covered.
I can't believe how effectively it sorts it all.
Yeah. Now we've got to unload. So now the first yellow thing back here, pull it back. Yeah, now that'll stop that. Then push the yellow one to start the grain unloading. Okay, press it. And then when we're unloaded, we push the bottom of the toggle to put the auger back in place.
Thanks so much for letting me drive this sucker. That's the biggest vehicle I've ever captained.
Be surprised how quick you become an expert.
Right. Awesome. Well, I appreciate your confidence in me. Awesome. We'll see you around the dinner table.
You betcha.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Before I start cooking, I've got to pick up a few things at the store. Hey, you must be Luke.
That'll be me. Welcome to the farm shop.
Thanks for having me. This is quite a place you got here. Can you tell me a bit about the history and how you got here?
Yeah, so our family farm's transition to organic started in 2018. A couple years in, and we were looking for a place to sell our product direct to consumer and figured what better to do than open up our own farm shop. So here we are now.
We started it in the basement of our house, to then freezers in a shed, to then now we've got storefront.
Let me show you around.
Please do.
We've got our jarred goods, our delicious salsas, pickles, beans, whatever it might be.
Awesome.
In the corner here would be one of our more popular items, which would be our corn tortilla chip.
Makes sense. People love their chips.
Yeah, it's a pretty easy sales pitch, just telling customers to look outside the windows and they can see where their chips were coming from, right?
Yeah, that's amazing.
Let me show you the freezer over here.
Awesome.
In the first couple doors, we have our pork and then beef products from our farm. And then we have some collaborations with some local companies.
It's a fantastic shop. You guys have done a really great job.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me. I've got a meal to cook for you folks, so I'm gonna grab a few things and I'm gonna get to do what I do, which is cook.
Beautiful. Be my guest. Look forward to eating.
Awesome. Thanks a lot for the tour.
Thank you for coming.
Cheers. The store's awesome. They've got a great variety of local goods in there, and I'm excited to work with some of them. It's time to cook. So we've got an absolutely beautiful pork loin, nice fat cap on it. We've got all our bones Frenched out, so it's nice and pretty. We're gonna make some pork chop sandwiches today. So I'm gonna take this over to our flat top here to season it up and get it ready to hang. I'm gonna be pretty aggressive with the salt. We'll throw down some pepper, and then we'll just hang it. Our garnish is going and the rest of our meal. We've got this awesome garlic chili oil and our mayonnaise. So I'm just mixing these two things together. So we've got our bread. We'll take some butter. We'll head over to the frying pan. We've got this beautiful sourdough. These are gonna be very simple sandwiches, but pretty significant at the same time. Our bread's toasting away. I think I can let that chill out and do its thing while I carve this pork chop up. I'm just gonna cut these into some nice chops here. This is absolutely gorgeous looking pork. We're gonna really let it be the star of the show. That's a lot of pork chops. We'll head back over here. We just wanna put a little sear on our pork chops. Oh yeah, look at that. Beautiful sear that is gonna send this sandwich over the top. All right, our pork chops are ready to come off here. These are gonna be delish. Let's go build sandwiches. So, onto the bun goes our pork chops, and then onto our platter. Oh my God, these smell amazing. Our pork chop sandwiches are complete. I've got my maple syrup to pour over top on the side, and I'm heading over there. Let's feed our family. All right, boys, I hope you're hungry.
We are.
We got pork chop sandwiches here. So I took your amazing pork, we hung it over the fire for about an hour, put some sear on it. I've got some organic sourdough bread. There's a mayonnaise in the middle that I put some of the spiced chili oil that you guys sell in the store there. And we're just gonna pour some maple syrup right on top. So that's it. Just dig in.
Wow.
Pork chop sandwiches. It ain't for the faint of heart, but you boys work hard, so I figured you could use the calories.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you very much. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Can you come for dinner more often?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. If we're always cooking with your pork, I'm here.
I've never had a sandwich like this.
I should hope not, yeah.
This is like simple, but next level.
Yeah.
Like, wow.
Well, I think that's what you guys are doing out here, right? You've taken it to the next level, and it shows. You got amazing product, amazing story, and it was great to be a part of it today.
Great taste.
This is good.
This is not a first date meal, though.
No, yeah, this is I already love you meal. Yeah.
I'm committed for life.
My whole aesthetic is not first date, so it probably comes through on the menus too. But I've had a nice long marriage already. She's accepted me for all my flaws, and yeah, don't tell her, but vice versa. Not everybody wholeheartedly eats the thing I put in front of them. You guys are awesome.
We talked about not being a first date meal. This is a Last Supper meal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if the gallows are waiting, this has happened before, you know?
Amazing. Well, guys, you have an amazing place out here. Your product is amazing. Your story is amazing. I really appreciate you letting me into your world. So cheers. Thank you so much for having me, and I hope you'll let me come back someday.
Thank you so much.
Cheers.
Welcome anytime.